All right, buckle up. We are jumping straight into a special briefing on a technology that isn't just a simple update, it's a complete teardown of everything we thought we knew about how digital worlds are built.
And no, that is not an exaggeration. That's the scale of what we're talking about today. While everyone is still buzzing about Lumen and Nanite from UE5, the quiet reveal of Unreal Engine 6 is completely redrawing the map.
So here's the fundamental change at the heart of it all. We're moving from engines that were basically super advanced calculators, crunching numbers on millions of triangles, to engines that are more like master painters, generating entire realities using AI.
You see, for decades, game development has lived under what you could call the polygon dictatorship. Every single object, from a single blade of grass to a massive skyscraper, had to be built by hand, piece by tiny, triangular piece. It was an absolute grind, and it was the ultimate limitation on creativity. Well, that dictatorship, it's over. This is the first major change, the architectural coup. Unreal Engine 6 isn't just another tool. It's being described as a synthetic brain that completely overthrows the old way of doing things.
So what does that actually mean? Well, instead of a developer modeling a forest and your computer loading all those millions of polygons, the engine's new AI just gets a simple prompt. It then imagines the entire environment on the fly and loads it straight into your graphics card's memory. And this completely flips the script on hardware. The bottleneck totally shifts. The raw power of your GPU, the T-flops number we've all obsessed over for years, is now secondary. The real performance metric is its AI processing capability, its NPUs and tensor cores. A card with sky-high T-flops but weak AI is basically dead silicon in this new world.
Okay, so how on earth does this even work? How is any of this possible? We're about to look at the core technology that makes it all happen, because this isn't just an improvement. We're talking about a fundamental change in how a pixel even gets onto your screen. Your GPU is literally learning to dream.
The secret sauce in UE6 is a concept called hallucinative rendering. Old methods, even something as advanced as ray tracing, had to calculate the path of every single light ray. This new way works more like a human brain. It doesn't calculate, it guesses. Or a better word is, it generates the next frame based on what it's learned from its neural network.
Let me make this real for you. Imagine you're playing a game, and you decide to turn down a dark alley. In the old world, that alley already existed as a file on your SSD. Now, with UE6, that alley literally didn't exist a microsecond ago. The engine generates it, perfectly matching the game style in the exact instant you decide to look.
The implication here is just staggering. It means you no longer need to install hundreds of gigabytes of pre-made graphics. The game isn't a collection of static assets anymore. It's a pure, dynamic algorithm, a recipe to create a world, not the finished world itself.
And this quote just brilliantly nails the core shift. You know, NVIDIA's DLSS and frame generation tech, that was just the warm-up act. UE6 takes that idea to its absolute limit, generating the entire frame from scratch. Your GPU is no longer a number cruncher, it's an artist.
Okay, so we've covered the mind-blowing tech, but what about the human side? This is where the shockwaves really hit, because this tech signals the end of those bloated 5 to 7 year development cycles that have defined big-budget gaming.
For decades, major studios have employed armies of these incredibly skilled artists. You know, 3D modelers, environment artists, texture artists, people who spend months, even years, meticulously handcrafting every little detail you see in a game.
But here's the tough, unavoidable reality of Unreal Engine 6. A huge number of these traditional roles, they're facing obsolescence. The artist of the future isn't a digital sculptor. They are a prompt architect.
So what does a prompt architect even do? Well, they don't need to master complex 3D software. Their skill is in directing the engine's AI. They use language and logic, crafting descriptions to conjure a flawless cyberpunk city in a matter of hours, not months. Their main tool is the word.
This right here, this is the old world. That 5 to 7 year slog that paralyzed studios, cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and forced them to just play it safe with sequel after sequel. It was just totally unsustainable.
And this is the new reality. By putting generative AI right at the core of the engine, the entire process just gets compressed. A small, agile team of maybe 5 people can now create a game with the scope and visual quality of a AAA blockbuster in just 6 months.
This is the great democratization of game development. Unreal Engine 6 completely shatters the monopoly held by billion-dollar publishers. Power is handed back to the creators, to the people with the most original and compelling ideas, because suddenly incredible graphics are no longer a luxury item.
Okay, so this is happening. The tectonic plates are shifting beneath the entire industry. So what do? This is your strategy briefing for how to navigate this new world, whether you're a gamer, a developer, or a studio head.
It really boils down to 3 core pillars. First, hardware. You have to upgrade for AI. Stop chasing T-flops and focus on getting robust AI cores. Second, skills. You need to evolve from a manual creator into an AI art director. Learn to communicate with these new systems. And third, and this is the most important one, creativity. When amazing graphics become a free standard, the only things that matter are original storytelling and innovative gameplay. That's the new currency. So let's bring this all home. The verdict is crystal clear. We are witnessing the death of geometric rendering as we know it. Game engines are no longer calculators, they are dreamers, summoning entire worlds for you in the blink of an eye. And that leaves us with one final crucial question to think about. When breathtaking visuals are no longer a barrier, when they become commoditized and essentially free for anyone to use, what is the new currency of creation? What will truly define the next generation of entertainment? That's the landscape we're all about to explore.